words, story, breath, story work as a whole,
Yep.
is what we call it. But it's those subconscious acts, just like you were talking
Right.
about, where something may have happened, just like you, when you were 4 years old, but it was so far away
Yep.
that you don't even remember it.
Exactly.
Okay. And then once you do the digging, you can say, oh my God, was I believing something about myself just because of this?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
one of the stories that I wrote out the other day for myself or the other week rather, was back in high school. I played football. I really wasn't that good.
Okay.
Honestly. I was bad. I was really bad.
I got you.
I mean, I was the starter my senior year. That's the only time I really ever played besides freshman year.
Okay.
And we went 0-10.
Okay.
You know, we were terrible.
Yeah.
But I wrote out this story about how I was not the captain. And I think first off, when you're writing down a story, you should title it because it gives it more meaning.
Yeah.
So I wrote, I'm not the captain. That off season from junior year to senior year, I worked the hardest I have ever worked.
Yeah.
That I dropped 20 pounds.
Wow.
That off season.
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened was I was becoming a leader.
Yeah.
And I really took a lot of kids under my wing. I showed up. I became a really, really powerful, strong individual.
Yeah.
Okay. Not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah, right.
I was like David Goggins. I'm carrying the boats.
That's awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
And what happened was we went to vote for captains, and I voted for a couple of my teammates. I didn't vote for myself, just I didn't want to.
I get that.
But I really felt like I deserved to be the captain. One of the captains, not the captain, one of the captains. I didn't think it mattered my play because I wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But the work that I put in and the leadership ability that I had to bring these young men together,
Right.
I really felt like I deserved that. And what happened was once I wrote out that story, read it, used some breathing with it, slowed it down, looked at it, and created sentences of what this really meant to me.
Yeah.
To me, it meant that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that everyone else will dictate how your life goes. And that's what I believed. I believe subconsciously that is what I thought for a long time.
Yeah.
So why even work hard? You know?
Gotcha.
So I went to even through my college years, I was like, I think that what happened was subconsciously, you know what, I don't need, why even work hard?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to pay off anyways.
Right.
I believe that my hard work didn't pay off.
Wow.
And I was playing the victim. I was like, you know what, I controlled my actions, but I couldn't control the consequences.
Wow.
And I blamed everyone else for it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I should have been up there. I was ready to walk off that field the day that they announced them.
Wow.
And I was like, no. But I think that, you know, a group of other individuals just didn't think that I was ready, and maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was. Who knows? But it doesn't mean that my hard work wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that for a long time, I believed that my hard work was for nothing.
Wow.
You know, and I think that subconscious story that I told myself was something that dictated a lot of my identity and behaviors that I didn't know about until I wrote it out.
Wow.
You know?
That's insightful, but that's extremely impactful. The work itself, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand the aspect of giving it a title and whatnot, and giving it a title to go back into your mind kind of gives you the anchor point to stay focused on. So if you write that out, I love that. And just for you now to, I'll ask you this, but what you do with that story after it to make, it's a healing process in itself for everyone listening, everyone watching right now, to write that out, to take it out of here for good, you have it here.
Yep.
To either throw that away or to write out your new story that you stand on.
That's what it is. It's writing out the new story.
100%.
You know? It's one thing to just see it and be an observer of it. It's another thing to rewrite it into my hard work pays off. I wrote out hard work does not pay off. That's what I wrote underneath that story. And then I rewrote it and rewrote it and rewrote it. And I became my hard work pays off. Because it didn't matter the actions of everyone else. It mattered what I believed.
I love it.
And I believe that my hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. You know? And it just took me to writing that story to get that out of my mind.
That's awesome.
You know? So it's just about like the self-belief,
Yeah.
your belief system, how you show up for yourself, how you believe that you're enough, whether you believe you are enough, because I think everyone is enough.
Yeah.
Every single person is enough in their own unique way.
100%.
They just might not know it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
No,
I just think,
exactly.
and like, do I have the perfect body that I want and deserve? No, but I haven't worked enough for it yet. That's all.
Yep.
You know, and as I continue to work hard, it will show up for me.
100%.
You know, I always use the body as an example, just because one, it's easy.
Yep.
It's something that I know
I'll have one
about. You know, like yeah. So it's something that people are able to relate to.
100%.
You know, so easily.
Yeah.
So
I agree with it. I think that's such a very impactful message in itself. Like, you might not be there now, but you will, as long as you believe it and then take the steps necessary. 100%. I agree with that wholeheartedly.